Are we live? I think so. How's it going, everybody? Mr. Holton here, and welcome to today's or tonight's stream, I would say, here from Sweden, because it's very late. But I said that I would stream this today, or co-stream this PlayStation showcase today. So that's what I'm doing. And my timer is telling me right off the bat not to forget it. So here we are. It's gonna start in half an hour, so we still have some time to chat and just talk some shit, make some predictions here about what we're gonna see. I'm personally not sure at all of, well, it's probably just, because it's PlayStation, right? So it's probably gonna be a bunch of PlayStation exclusives, which I don't have necessarily a problem with, of course. It is a PlayStation showcase. But I do want to see what you guys think. Like, what are we gonna see today? It's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, the replay is gonna be up. Don't worry. I'm not gonna delist this one. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's gonna be up. What time is it in Sweden? Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. So it's in half an hour. It's 11 p.m. So pretty late. Stuff to wait for a year. I don't think so. I think we're probably going to see a lot of cool stuff that are like stuff that's dropping soon, relatively soon, I'd say. Vaden, welcome, man. How you doing? Let's see the garbage Horizon Zero Dawn multiplayer they're determined to make. Is there a multiplayer version of Horizon being made? I had no idea. Well, I probably had an idea. I just, haven't paid attention. So many games. I have such a huge backlog, I swear to God. Like, I don't have time to play all these goddamn games. Also, I'm trying out this chat function on screen because apparently I think Twitch lifted the restrictions on that, so I can actually supposedly show YouTube chats on screen now, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that that's okay. So if you want to watch from Twitch, you can do so as well. That's fine. 2:30 p.m. over here. Lol, what the hell? Yeah, so I mean, if you live over in the States, over in the US, it's kind of a big difference. Hoping for a Wolverine reveal. Very true. Yeah, I'd like to see what happened to that game, because there was this whole like giant leak with the Wolverine. I personally didn't want to really look into it, but I saw some leaked footage here and there that people just couldn't help but share. And so I was unfortunately exposed to it against my will. And yeah, I mean, it could be cool. I just hope that, I was a big fan, well, not a big fan, but I kind of loved the X-Men Origins Wolverine game because it was so bloody and gory, and they really made it like as closely as I would imagine Wolverine being like how his claws actually work, because you slice and dice people all over that game. And I really loved that aspect of the game because it was one of those first games from Marvel that was like, oh damn, they're not pulling their punches here. So I just hope that they can do Wolverine justice, because there's such a big difference between how he fights and for someone like Spider-Man, for example. Embrace defeat. You're never going through that backlog. I have to, Vadim. I have to. It's my job, A good thing I would say is because it's my job, I have an excuse to do it. But it's like, yeah, I mean, you are probably right. Like it is actually difficult for sure, especially so when you're just, you finished a game. Like, for example, recently I finished Elden Ring Night Rain. I beat all the bosses and all that good stuff, but I'm so exhausted. I just kind of want to rest from gaming for a bit, but at the same time, I just want to put on some very chill games and just, have a chillax session, but I can't. Venom game? Oh my god. Oh, I want the Venom game. I don't really remember exactly how Spider-Man 2 ended, But but man, yeah. I seem to remember that Venom kind of feels like, will we still be able to play as Venom if they bring him somehow? I don't want to spoil too much about what happens there, but it's like, is that still possible? Probably it is. Like, I'm maybe misremembering what happened exactly, but yeah, a Venom game, it's like, this is something that people have been waiting for so long. It's such an obvious thing, right? Just want any update on the KOTOR remake? True. We haven't heard anything about KOTOR. I'll look that up now, just as you asked me or told me. Amnesia Pete, welcome. KOTOR remake. Anything new? No, it's just still in development. Okay, that's good to know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But it's like one of those games, It's like it seems like such an obvious thing that they have to get made, because I can guarantee it would be like a bestseller. If it's good, that is, like if it's a really good remake. As long as they put effort into it and there's passion and they actually want to make it, and the people that are on board actually want to make a KOTOR game and that the studio wants to work on it, then yeah, I mean, it's probably one of the most surefire ideas is to pull off the KOTOR remake. So I'm like, okay, why hasn't it happened yet? Why are they like, what's the issue? Like, why is it taking so long? Then again, video games take long to make today, but it's still like, why has it gone through so many periods of waiting and not hearing about it and stuff like that? So yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just being impatient here, but really, what are you most excited for to potentially see? Zoil, welcome. I don't know. I just enjoy, like, I know this sounds like such a non-gamer response, but I really just, because I play so many very different games, right? I never really stick to one game, so I'm just excited to see something new. I hope they show some new stuff, some really quality stuff, I guess. But generally speaking, I don't know. Like, I don't really. Well, Mass Effect is a clear cut. Exodus, those two are probably the ones that I want to see most of, especially Exodus, because Exodus comes out next year, as far as we know, and it would be cool to see something from there. I mean, having having a trailer on the PlayStation Showcase would be probably pretty huge. Especially so, now I want to talk about this, but especially so because of the Nintendo Switch, right? Because of how much blowback Nintendo has seen. And we have Xbox that have, had their own slew of issues. So, I mean, PlayStation can just come out swinging, and just, having Exodus on PlayStation, like, being like, oh, they're really showing the gameplay fully on this showcase. That would be really cool, because then people would be like, oh, okay, well, guess I gotta get a PlayStation now. Well, not necessarily, because you can obviously probably still play the game on PC, but still, like, it's one of those things that I think it would be a very good opportunity for a lot of devs to jump in now for PlayStation and just go like, yeah, okay, we're making a game for PlayStation 2. Because I mean, I'm not really necessarily a PlayStation fanboy, but I gotta say, despite all of their issues with like the fact that they keep fucking up with the goddamn country restrictions, I don't know what the hell they're doing with that. Despite that, though, they have had a huge quality lineup. Generally speaking, like, a lot of their AAA games are generally higher quality, I would say, than the other platforms. Well, Nintendo is one thing, but Nintendo is one of those things where it's like, yeah, they usually make a lot of good games. Well, their AAA products, so to speak, are generally pretty good games. But other than that, I wouldn't say that they're like, I don't know, they don't provide as much value, in my opinion. As much as a big fanboy I am of Nintendo, I just don't think that they kind of lost me with this whole Nintendo Switch pricing thing, honestly. I was ready to defend them, but after everything, I'm just like, nah, like, you got to be realistic with them. We'll probably see Exodus at this year's Game Awards. Yeah, for sure. If not here, then Game Awards for sure. I mean, then it's very close because apparently, according to I think it's Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro, either of them said that Exodus will be out around this time. Or well, no, it's gonna be out in like April or May, somewhere around there, springtime. Mother suckers, 11 p.m. You're fully committed to your sleep schedule. Good man, Ormandy. Good man. You should be. You should be. It's very important to keep your sleep schedule. You don't want to mess that up. You heard it's in development hell. Same with Star Wars Eclipse. Oh my god, what happened with Star Wars Eclipse? You guys remember that? Star Wars Eclipse. What the hell? We saw this getting revealed a long time ago, and since then it's been like completely dead in the water. What the heck? Where's my thing? There it is. Boom. You guys remember this? These weird guys? Star Wars Eclipse. What the hell happened with that? The trailer, like they were playing drums, right? As far as I remember. It eclipsed. Yeah. But I don't think we're gonna see Mass Effect, honestly. Like I know, like I keep disappointing you guys whenever I say that, but honestly, like generally, my feelings are pretty spot on, generally speaking. Not always. I know, like I keep saying that. It's just a joke. But honestly, like when it comes to Mass Effect, I think I'm usually pretty accurate with my predictions. I don't think we're gonna see anything. And that's not because BioWare has told me so or EA has told me so. I have no contact with either of them. I don't talk with them at all. But I'm just guessing here. I'm just in the, I'm just as much into like the unknown as you guys are. But I don't know. I just don't think so because we haven't heard any lead up to it. We haven't heard any like big talk about Mass Effect now. I think they're saving it for N7 Day and possibly Game Awards as well. But then again, I still don't think that Mass Effect is going to be out until like 2027, 2028. You guys excited for the next gen update for RDR2? I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? I like when remasters remaster games that need a remaster. I don't know if I need a Red Dead Redemption 2 remastered, though. It's kind of like the Last of Us situation, right? Because I didn't necessarily need a Last of Us 2 remastered, but they still released the Last of Us 2 remastered. Spider-Man remastered. Like, a lot of these remasters feel completely unnecessary to me because they still look good as hell. So it's like, okay, but why? So I love Red Dead Redemption 2, don't get me wrong. I think I have like 700, 800 hours in it. Like I was absolutely, in that game for so long. I kept playing the single player and I kept playing the multiplayer that is Red Dead Online, but at this point, I don't know, I don't really, because I've played everything. I've done everything in the games. Like I think I've 100%ed the games almost. So I don't really feel like I need to play them right now. With the success with Astrobot, maybe they will revive Little Big Planet. Oh yeah, I think Astrobot is probably one of those games that is definitely, or has definitely, like woken up interest for like these smaller, more arcadey titles. And I'd love to see that as well, because Astrobot was one of those games that awoke that childlike nostalgia in me that I haven't felt since Super Mario 64. That is why I said that Astrobot last year was probably one of my favorite games of the year, if not my favorite game of the year. Even if it wasn't necessarily long, even if it's not like this super realistic RPG or anything like that, it's just, it was just so good in such a small package, and it awoke feelings in me that I kind of had forgotten. So I guess they won because of nostalgia, I would say, for me. Money, yeah, that's probably a good indicator to why they're doing these remasters. Money. um yeah, it's just money, really. Like, but generally speaking, if you try to look aside from money, like, is there any specific reason why you would want a remaster for something like RDR2? And for somebody who's cranking out like 4K graphics on my PC on RDR2 already, I'm like, no, I don't really need need it. Like, Rockstar, you guys would probably be better off putting that effort into GTA 6, because that is the game I'm looking forward to the most from Rockstar. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool to see a remaster, but like games that I would like to see a remaster of, or really not a remaster, but like remakes, that would be, or like maybe a remaster slash remake would be, yeah, I mean, obviously Dragon Age Origins, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Um, of course, KOTOR, we're waiting for that. There's a bunch of games, like all these old 3D games that desperately need like a facelift. I mean, I wouldn't, and I'm saying, like, I gotta say this, I wouldn't have a problem with God of War getting remade, like a God of War remake. God damn. I mean, like, the original God of War, God of War 2, God of War 3, like, get a series of remakes for those games in modern graphics. Oh, imagine the Chronos fight with current gen graphics. Oh my god. That would be fucking amazing. So, like, things like that, right? That I see could, have a use for remakes or remasters. The Last of Us 2 remaster made no sense. Not really, no, because generally when I played through it, I was like, but, they're just essentially using the updated skins for Ellie and Joel and the other characters, of course, from The Last of Us 1 remastered, but, like, then again, I didn't play The Last of Us 2 original edition at first, so I really shouldn't speak on this, but when I looked at it and when I compared the footage, I was like, yeah, but this is kind of like the Spider-Man situation, where it's like, yeah, but the Spider-Man games already looked really good. Why would you remaster Spider-Man a couple of years ago? And they also did that one thing that I just did not like, and they swapped uh, the body model, the face model for Peter, to a face model that was more accurate to the voice actor himself, which, that's cool. But I got so invested into that Peter and how he looked, his eyes, his innocent boyish nature, um, like just how he looked and everything. It just felt so completely unnecessary to me. Um, and so it's like, a lot of these I just feel like, yeah, it's all about the money, really. It's always just about the money. And I don't necessarily like it, because it's like, okay, but do gamers need this? Like, does the gaming audience in general need this? Do they want it? And I think most people just want new games. We just want new stuff, or continuations of stuff. Not like a complete retread all the time. God of War remake in modern times, they would remove all the fun minigames. Oh, Pyro. I see. Right. Yes, those minigames. I mean, not necessarily, because they're a product of their time, right? And I mean, we had Stellar Blade, and I think PlayStation realized how much value there is in not trying to undersell the power of sexuality in games, in attractiveness in games, of, now I'm gonna say this, catering to the male audience. It's, I mean, the female audience as well, depending on your sexual orientation, because I would imagine there's a lot of girls out there who are like, damn, Eve. But like seriously, aside from Stellar Blade actually being a good game as well, because I don't want to just make this like turn this into a big gooner discussion, but I don't think that they would necessarily tone it down too much for God of War. Not really, because again, like God of War is obviously like it's set in Greece, right? And if you know anything about Greece mythology, if you know anything about Greece history or Greek history, you'd know that they were very sexual in nature. Like this is not something that you can just refute because it's like literally historical evidence that they were very pornographic. Let's say. I'm saying this for educational reasons, YouTube. So pretty much that is how the Greek world worked back then. So I don't think, if you really look at it, I don't think they would do that, remove all the, the spicy bits. How you doing, Weary Knight? I'm tired, but I'm pretty good. I don't even want remakes or remasters. I just want more ports. Plenty of great games are that locked to old consoles. Yeah, great ports would be nice. Yeah, there's tons of games that we still haven't seen for like most platforms that definitely need to see the light of day. There are some old goodies that I definitely feel like I want to play. I don't remember that there wasn't like a science fiction, like a space game that I never got around to try, but I remember I saw like magazines covering it. This was like way back in the day, like when I was maybe 10 or 11, and I don't remember. It was like some guy crashing on an alien planet, and I don't really know what's going on with that, honestly. Oh, is it starting? Oh, it's starting in 9 minutes. Okay, sorry. I didn't hear the volume there. Are remakes and remasters bad if released between original titles? It's not like they are pulling much resources to make them. New games won't come sooner if remakes stop existing. No, I wouldn't say necessarily bad. It's just I think that if you just look at it logically, I think it just, when you put your team, if you put your main team, that is, on working on a remaster instead of working on the new game, you're removing resources and manpower and money from making the game. That said, like if you hire a completely separate team and you can get a remaster done without it affecting the main development of the main game, then sure, I'm all for it, I guess. But like if it's a game that you made that came out like in 2019, it's been 6 years. I'm not sure if I need a remaster now. Honestly, like how I feel about it is like take for example Skyrim. That came out I don't know how long ago now, but it's seen so many remasters that I feel again are completely unnecessary really when you just look at it, like because it's not really a new product you're getting. I mean, that could have needed one remaster, sort of like what Mass Effect Legendary Edition did. Like we got three games remastered in one collection. And now that's what I call value for your money, because it was like the price of $60 or something. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, 3 remastered games. Yes, more effort was definitely put into Mass Effect 1, but generally speaking, they did still they did still like remaster all 3 games. So I mean, I think they did a good job there. They've done one remaster of Mass Effect, and I think that's enough. You know, I don't think they need more than that. At least until maybe 10 years from now again. Sure. Still hoping for Bloodborne for modern platforms and PC. Oh, you're gonna be hoping for a while, man. Bloodborne. It's kind of like the situation with, you know, Dragon Age back in the day when people were, you know, still waiting to see anything about Dragon Age. People were just like hopium and copium. But yeah, I guess you could say that Bloodborne fans have it worse because Bloodborne, we haven't seen an inkling about them making like an actual sequel to Bloodborne. There is this new Bloodborne-ish type game that is coming out to the Switch, but that is not necessarily a sequel, I think. Scott Willems with the 22 months as an enhancement recruit. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. What are you more excited for, Witcher 4 the next Mass Effect? Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, now that you ask, I don't think one is... I don't think I'm more well, I would say shit, this is hard. Because, I mean, I think Ciri looks good in the new showcase. And the world looks good, and I love The Witcher 3 to bits. But generally speaking, I am more of a science fiction nerd. So I would say that automatically Mass Effect would probably take the top spot. But that also kind of depends, you know. Because what Phantom Liberty did with Cyberpunk, you know, with this expansion that came out, it turned me from a doubter to a sort of believer in CDPR again, because I realized that if given, you know, of course, time and given, you know, how much that they hopefully have learned from all these years and hope like learning from the catastrophic launch of Cyberpunk 2077, I choose to believe that CDPR can actually pull this off with The Witcher 4 because Phantom Liberty was so good, right? I think like it's one of the best expansions. I would say that probably Blood and Wine is probably still their best expansion in terms of just quality. But Phantom Liberty is just a close one right after. So I've already seen that CDPR can pull this off. I have yet to see BioWare, you know, do a complete heel turn where I feel like, oh, okay, so I would judge this as like a 9 out of 10 experience, because that is what I would judge Phantom Liberty as, like a 9 out of 10 experience, just as an expansion. Veilguard, maybe like a 7. Tech demo doesn't really sell the game for me. That's fair. That's fair. It doesn't, of course, need to. It's just a tech demo, but still, I think it's probably going to be pretty close, you know, in terms of what the game is going to look like and feel like to play. Oh, Blood of the Dawnwalker. Thank you, Action. Like, I'm sorry, guys, if I don't remember some games here. That's why I can't really, like, give you any answers. Well, what am I most excited for? Because there are so many fucking games to keep track of. It's like, oh, it's so exhausting. Like, I need to write a book of every game that is coming out, and I need to keep in mind, oh, what's next? I need to talk about this. But Blood of the Dawnwalker, for sure. Yeah, that one. The game that comes from a lot of the veterans that made the Witcher games. So yeah, that one for sure, man. I'm just gonna catch up with this thing. Okay, 2 minutes left. Maybe I should pop this up. Why doesn't it? Oh, God. Okay, there it is. The important thing is that they fixed Cyberpunk, yes, and they introduced a very good expansion. BioWare had okay with VG, but it wasn't what people wanted to see. Very true, Cats. It was not. I mean, there are people who liked it, and you know, fair's fair. But generally speaking, I think the audience reception kind of speaks for itself. It wasn't really what either Dragon Age fans wanted, or new gamers or the new audience wanted. I think it really, at the end of the day, it wasn't really what most Dragon Age fans wanted, and that's why it just didn't, you know, sell very well. It sucks, but you know, what can we do? We can just hope that BioWare learns and finds a way to do better next time. Yeah, it wasn't universally loved. That's the point. Yeah, very true. Sort of like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I know it's Baldur's Gate 3, but still. It's an RPG, it's a fantasy game. Was also a game that was started, a franchise that was started by BioWare. So there's a lot of likenesses there. Anyway, guys. Are you ready? It's starting. It's starting. Okay, starting sound. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice. Let's go. What we got here? Mature. Oh, I like it. What is this spacey looking man? What is this? Is it just dance?
Emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love is making waves.
This gotta be.
Emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love is making waves. I'm facing my fears. Now that
What the fudge?
I'm facing my fears. Not backing away.
The dancing? What?
We're touching skin to skin. The bodies that we're in. We're feeling everything. Whoa.
Oh, this was not what I expected. What is this? Oh, it's like one of those games. Rhythm-based Tetris.
Emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat. Love is making waves.
I mean, pretty catchy song. I'll give them that. Enhance.
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi.
ディレクターの石原隆です。ルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。この秋、プレイステーション5、PSVR2 対応で発売予定です。ルミネスアライズはバラエティ豊かな曲と美しいビジュアルが没入感を高め、いつまでも遊びたくなるゲーム体験となっています。その世界はとても心地よく、プレイヤーを共感覚の世
Forget
界へ
your
と
worries,
導き
your
ます。
fears, forget yourself.
まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが、ルミネスアライズはただのパズ
Okay,
ル
they
ゲーム
made
で
the
はありま
Tetris
せん。
effect game. I see.
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
Thank you and enjoy the rest of State of Play.
Wasn't really what I expected from an opening, but I mean, what comes after dreaming? Sleeping.
The future.
Okay.
It isn't just a dream. It's a promise. One we're turning into reality. With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation.
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
There you are. All better.
Oh, it's this game.
You patched me up?
What a baby. Capcom. There we go.
I am DI-03367. They are pragmatic creators.
Hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good.
Pragmata, right?
Get behind me!
I think I can help.
Oh no, escort mission. Oh shit. Oh no.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols.
Lip syncing is a little... Okay. Ah, there we go. Pragmata. I remembered that one. Yay me.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Huh. Very cute. Now we will be able to pretend that we're dads, guys, just like in God of War. This could be interesting. I hope they manage to build like that bond between the characters, because that is always the key in games like these.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Oh no, what's this?
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane.
What is this?
What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
What the actual...
Romeo! Romeo!
What?
Stay with
Grandpa,
me!
I'm gonna die.
Romeo, listen up! You're gonna die in about 15 seconds!
Seriously?
Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
What?
You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No,
This is like a
wait, that's
fever
pretty
dream,
lame.
I swear.
Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
Romeo is a dead man? What? Yeah, this was not what I was expecting from that intro. So, zombies? Ultra violence science fiction. Say no to drugs, kids.
Romeo
Yes.
is a dead man. Coming 2026.
Salad fingers, absolutely. Maybe.
That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit?
I'm on
Hey
your
Rex.
back. What?
What is this?
皆さんこんにちは。グラスホッパーの役者の須田剛一です。いえ。皆さんトレーラーどうでした？グラスホッパーの久々の新作ルミオイザ・デッドマンです。
What's going on?
いよいよ発表できました。このゲームはですね、主人公のロミオがロミオ・スターゲーザーという名前なんですけど、かっこいいでしょ。
What?
時空犯罪 FBI 捜査官として、凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空に飛んで、倒していく、そんな、ブラッディなアクションゲームとなっています。そして今回はですね、剣だけじゃありません、銃も使えます。ストロングスタイルのアクションゲームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続報をお待ちください。プレイステーション30周年過ぎちゃいましたけど、おめでとうございます。それでは引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
This guy is very interesting. Very energetic. I like it. I have no idea who he is, but he was pretty cool. Oh, it's Silent Hill. Here we go. Here we
こ
go.
っちとあるの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
God, this game is gonna introduce so much body horror. I'm gonna absolutely hate it. No, never played a Suda game.
誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がルツにも合ってるし。いや、キラコ。
Damn. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cheeks. Hello. Oh God, ew. Ow, 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 ow. I'm sorry, I can't take those types of scenes.
ひなこ。どこにいるの？ひなこはいいよね。何でも持ってる。そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。
This is gonna be really interesting.
ずっと一緒だよって約束したよね。
Because it's not set in Silent Hill.
暗いのは嫌。一人ぼっちは。
Yeah, it looks a little clunky, for sure. Some animations are a little bit weird, but, you know. Oh, God. Whoa, that design.
裏切り者。
Jesus, like I always keep wondering, like what did these guys, like what did these people, how did they even come up with this? Like it's so disturbing. Asian horror is so terrifying. Yeah, especially Japanese. Like they are, like Junji Ito, for example. Holy shit. What's this?
The castle has been sighted again.
Look at those eyebrows.
The church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped. We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within.
Side platforming.
The
Cool.
Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage. You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason. Creatures born of pure darkness.
Darkness. Oh, hello, mommy. This looks like it could be fun.
With me! Cross Reaper! Tonight, we start our mission!
A little goofy, though. Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement. Very interesting name for a game, but okay.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
Is that an old dude? I thought that was like an old hag, but okay.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here is critical. I'm counting on you, Agent.
Digimon story.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron light.
I haven't
Is
seen
that what you call
Digimon
us,
in
Digimon?
so many
I'll always be
years.
right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for? I remember you guys.
Who or what is that? You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running
His
out of
age.
time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
What? I'm so lost. The dramatic cut in music.
It can't protect anyone. We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack! Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's riding on
To
you.
move forward into the future.
We must fulfill our mission.
Voice acting is a little bit iffy here. Then again, you know, it's an anime game. Okay, show something really good now. Come on. Ooh, Creative Studio. Say what now? Sweeping epic returns, told us never before.
Abandon not your way with children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and
Wait,
conflict?
this is the one with Avalis.
Powerful must rule the weak. It is
Shit,
our duty.
which one is this?
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Tactics, right.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
A lot of Japanese ones. I mean, it's PlayStation. It makes sense. Looked okay for a remaster, but it wasn't like a night and day difference there. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more, as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
This next game is something really special. When I first played it, I laughed so hard I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
Wait, what? You did what?
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
How badly?
Just normal. Bad.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I can run away.
Pee shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
In baby steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a captivating open-world experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Not dark. Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5 on September 8th.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore. In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities, including a paper airplane, a nimble frog, a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape. Master the art of folding when Hirogami arrives on PS5 later this summer. Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster ever. Compete in courses from 10 different regions around the world.
What can I say?
Each with weather effects and new nighttime variants. Pre-orders begin later today. And those who do will get Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man as an early unlockable character. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto PS5 September 5th.
I can imagine myself playing this game, sure.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running action franchise. From the makers of the Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising.
I like Ninja
fans
Gaiden.
will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack, featuring guest composers from the original series.
Yeah, this is kind of weak, honestly. Like, the entire showcase so far is pretty meh.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st on PS5 and PS4.
Silent Hill looked pretty cool, though.
From the game bakers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
I don't know. I don't think I have patience to play this game.
Manage balance and stamina to discover secrets.
Hey! Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
I mean, if the game is mostly
and
about
survive
climbing
the
all the
harsh
time,
conditions of the climb.
then I don't know. Yeah, Pragmata and Silent Hill.
You
I
can
think.
give it a try
Yeah,
yourself
those
with a
two.
demo that arrives later today. That's all from us, but there's still a lot of State of Play to come.
This next reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat Fatality.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
I remember playing these games when I was a kid. Good times.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an
Rex, thank you.
expression
Appreciate it.
of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
Okay. What's this? Oh, interesting. A new controller? Very interesting. Okay.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation. Acknowledged.
Konami.
Use extra caution.
Oh,
No, he's close.
I knew it.
Where did he go? We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this. It's a
So
revolution.
dumb.
All right, Commander. Baby. Take this. Here comes another one.
You won't get away from me!
Time for you to taste some real pain.
What's the matter? I'm over here. Go back to your own world.
See you in hell. I'll grind you into nothing. What the?
Steak eater.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What? Okay.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams. Since time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
Impetus? Okay, so it's the
an ominous atmosphere. And
makers
one
of
thick
Ninja Gaiden.
with the presence of Aratama.
Ouch.
What makes a shogun?
Neo 3?
Here is my answer.
of hell.
Ah, makes sense. Looks cool. Impetus, the force or energy with which a body moves. Okay. Learned a new word today. Thanks.
Takechio.
Early 2026. Huh.
皆さんこんにちは。チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作「仁王3」をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみの侍スタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加。より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日よりプレイステーション5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。
Demo is out already.
2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll probably check that out tomorrow.
No one knows how old the city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world.
VR. Okay.
I was raised in this city's shadow. Free to take whatever I need to survive.
You don't really see many VR games today.
This city hides many lost and legendary treasures.
Wait, is this Thief?
Locked away, waiting to be found, waiting to be taken.
Yeah, this looks like Thief.
But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
I thought I was dead.
Yep, there we go.
And who are you?
Cool. I'd like to play that. Looks interesting. But I need a VR headset. I don't have one.
Tidewalker, are you there yet? Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosen?
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it! It's gone! Someone beat us to it!
Ever since the Great Flood, Elend, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
Marauders! This is our new recruit! Please, help me. Get down!
Tidewalkers. Will you help us?
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that one. But, okay.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Doucet, the game director of Astrobot. It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you.
Oh, hi.
What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro. Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback, even receiving a few honors we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made
Such
its
a cozy
appearance,
game, man.
adding yet more new challenging levels, all of which came at no additional cost. And
Very
today,
true.
I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astrobot.
Yeah, Nick, no,
bringing
you're
the
not
total
being a
to
downer.
whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there too, including
I agree.
Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally, the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist, so be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our game, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Neo, Silent Hill, and Pragmata are the most interesting, I think, so far with the showcase. There's a lot of cool, like, AA or indie games, it seems. So that's cool, but not terribly super interesting, a lot of them.
He told me to get a ship. Then it hit me all so clear. No old man just got a ship. Memories go, memories stay.
Oh no, this live stream is gonna get claimed.
Standing on the beach all day. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh no. Pretty water effects. What is this music for a pirate game? Wait, it's a turn-based game? Monkey Island 3D? Yeah. Sea remnants? Okay. Might be fun. Ooh. Abzu, there we go. And Journey. These games are always so goddamn cozy. Damn pretty. I like it. It's been some time since I played like a snowboard type game. This just looks like a vibe. Sword of the Sea. Yeah, this is about, I think, an hour or so, give or take.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and Pathless. We're excited to
Journey
announce that
Pro
Sword
Skater
of the Sea will
World?
launch
Kind
this
of.
summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
I'll try that for sure.
On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak. In this cooperative FPS set in the paranatural world of Control, you and 2 fellow agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house. Fun in short
Might be
bursts
fun.
or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day 1 into game catalog on June 17th.
Oh, that's 2 weeks.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th.
Would you look at that?
In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal, which arrives July 31st in select countries, including Peacock in the US. Additionally, 2 of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog.
Nemesis.
Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th. Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school
Oh,
in Britain.
shit.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Damn. Yeah. He looks good.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond.
Okay.
He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
He looks a little young though, but yeah, maybe that's the point.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that. Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
The voice quality is kind of weird. But I like that they have a different interpretation of Bond, you know? He doesn't have the same face from the movies. He actually looks unique. First Light. I'm guessing that's because he's young here.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
I just hope that they can fix up the audio, because his voice was kind of, I don't know, it just sounded too bassy in some way. A little, yeah, some of it looked a little bit low budget, honestly.
I'm Hakan Abrak,
still.
CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Light. You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his 00 status. Everyone at Iron Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond, harnessing our 25 years of agent expertise. This is just the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
Hope it's good. Hope it's good. 2026. Looking forward to playing it, but yeah. There's some things that they obviously need to polish there. It's not perfect. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the big one.
You're still with me?
Fuck off. They just did a small teaser for July. No way.
自由のために戦う。さあ、お手並み拝見といこう。君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。よし。本気でやるぞ。つらい。くらえ。おいかめよ。あえてみせろ。
任せてちょうだい。パンチ。私の名前の通り、マーベラス。
親愛なるリンジスパイダーマンだ。スパイリーセンス。今日も見事大勝利。
Japanese Spider-Man sounds hilarious.
俺とやり合うってか。調子が出てきたぜ。俺様の名は。
Yeah, the nerve of these people. They just tease Ghost of Yotei till next year.
イーストラス流のスペシャルメニューお願いするぜ。いやベイビー。その目に焼き付け貧弱なる。
援護する。風よ、荒れ狂え。たとえ人々に嫌われていても、私は世界を守る。
Damn.
さあ、耐えられるかしら。
正義のために。これが私のとっておきだ。こっちだよ。全てをやっつぶしてやる。
抱かれなさい。せや。
またなベイビー。我々のチームワークは絶対に破れない。
マーベル、ホーコン、ファイティングソウルズ。
I mean, they got all the characters down pretty well to their comic counterparts, I gotta say.
There is only doom.
What?
「プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアクの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
See you later, Sean. What has been announced so far? Pragmata, Silent Hill.
The inspiration
a little bit of Ghost of
working on this
Yotei,
project really came
James
from a place
Bond.
of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring
A bunch of
Marvel
smaller
back
games.
to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいでっていうことを言われました。まあ話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、まあ、何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ、格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと。
When Arc looks at these Marvel
like
characters,
they're
it's
putting
not
a lot of
simply just
effort
the
into talking about
visuals,
this
it's also
game.
the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4という、まあ、革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
Okay, sure. I mean, it looks
You're
cool.
still with me?
But I'm not a big fighter guy. So this was the showcase? Huh.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
Huh. Well, maybe I'm just tired, but yeah, yeah, that was not a big showcase. That was actually not a huge disappointment. Like, there were some interesting things in it, but like, generally speaking, I think that was probably one of the weaker showcases I've seen from them. You know, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, like the only things that I think was very, like, relatively interesting was, of course, Pragmata, Silent Hill. Silent Hill looks like it needs some more polish, of course. But generally speaking, I'm a fan of Silent Hill. First Light, 007, James Bond. Looks okay, also needs a lot of polish. Ghost of Yote, we got Blue Balled. So what the fuck was that all about? Okay. All of these other games, I don't really care. Thief could be cool, but I don't have a VR headset. Yeah, generally speaking, this was pretty underwhelming, man. Like, not gonna lie, like, that was not very good. That was not very good. Yeah, you missed half of it, but it's pretty poop. Yeah, that's I gotta say, you know, some of the Sword of the Sea. Sword of the Sea looks like a game that I will definitely be playing because I'm a big fan of their previous games. But generally speaking, like, I would say maybe I would give this 2.5 out of 5. Maybe 5 out of 5, because there were some relatively interesting stuff. Otherwise, I think this was just, you know, depending on what what you're after. I mean, for fighting game fans, Tokon Fighting Souls here at the end is probably going to make, like, a lot of people happy and squeal. But to me, it's like, yeah, whatever. Summer Game Fest is behind the corner. Yeah, this Friday, I think, right? We're gonna live stream this Friday too. This is Wednesday today, right? I don't remember. I'm super tired. But yeah, on Friday there's gonna be another showcase, so I'm gonna stream that as well. The Witcher 4 showcase was better than the whole state of play. I would say so, yes. I would say so. Despite only being a tech demo, yes. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, guys, but seriously, like, honestly speaking, I'm not trying to shit on these games because some of them actually look somewhat fun, but like, there's nothing here that I feel was, like, hype worthy. Then again, you know, I would say that a lot of these state of plays, a lot of these showcases, unfortunately, they've lost that kind of hype meter that we had back in the day when we had E3, for example, and the weeks leading up to E3. We had a lot of, like, hype and momentum going on. That was always, like, an exciting time. I know that sometimes we had games that were, like, over-promised and then under-delivered, but generally speaking, it was like a very fun time to be in. But this one, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, I'm very whelmed, or not whelmed, I would say. But yeah, I think it's just the lack of hype, I guess. Not that that's just terrible thing that oh, there's no hype, but I wish there was a little bit of it, a little bit. Are we all just waiting for Exodus? Absolutely. Anyone got games? Because Sony doesn't seem to have any. Right now, they seem pretty empty. Right now, honestly, like, It's nothing really super interesting, I would say. But yeah, we're going to be streaming on Friday too. So I think that's going to be... Let me look that up, by the way. Summer Games Fest 2025. Yeah, that's June 6th. So, whoa, yeah, that's tomorrow, actually. That's, or 2 days. Well, it's on Friday. So, yeah. That was absolutely depressing. I wouldn't say depressing, but it wasn't, like, super exciting. But, you know, if you liked it, you liked it. That's good. But, yeah, I see the PlayStation chat. Oh, my God, people are really pissed. Like, they're like, what the heck was this? It was lame. But hey, you know, to each their own. You know, if you enjoyed it, I'm glad for you. But right now, it's like, whatever. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll be back on Friday and see you then. I need to go to bed and sleep right now. I'm super tired. But take care, and thank you for checking in this live stream. Take care of yourselves. And thank you, Vadim Orlov, for the 10 gifted memberships, man. Appreciate it so much. W's for Vadim, guys. Don't forget, Vadim here is an absolute specter, being all generous and stuff with the 10 gifted. Don't forget to join the Discord if you want to keep up with news and stuff like that. Again, Vadim, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Mr.